I'm excited for you to see this video on March. Before you do, a couple really quick things. First of all, please make sure you're subscribed to my YouTube channel. And second, recently we made a bundle of 5 full-length guided meditations and sold them for $20. The response has been so insane that we've decided to take all of our past products and make them $20. Entire 2-day events, some of them hundreds of dollars, suddenly are now $20. You can get the Limitation Game Interactive, you can get the Dolby Theater event, you can get the Entrepreneurial Revolution, all $20. Check it out at kylecease.com/products. Now enjoy this video.
Hi, this is a video about what's coming in March 2025. One of the things I want to offer you to do before we start this is take a deep breath and just feel the peace and the safety that's here right now. In other words, you're probably sitting in a room watching this, or you might be in a car hearing this, and notice that you're not in danger. And I want to offer you to notice how much of every day you're truly not in danger. And now I want to offer you to notice how many moments a day you're truly not in danger, but your mind goes into the past and future, creating danger, anticipating danger, or thinking of past dangerous times or potential dangerous futures. How many moments of peace that you're in, and in your head and in your story, is a bunch of danger. It's really interesting because as children, we had parents that had egos, and we learned to maneuver around those egos. And we learned how to create our own safety by disappearing if a parent felt angry, or managing if a parent abandoned you, or knowing how to respond if someone shames you. We got really good at creating our own inner safety and our own inner peace in actual dangerous situations, and then created an identity as those mechanisms. We actually think that's I. And so we've created safety for ourselves in dangerous situations in our childhoods. And in March, one of the things we're going to notice is that those patterns aren't the truth anymore, but we accidentally think those things are us. And so we spend all day safe, but thinking of dangerous situations so that we can overcome those situations. In other words, we've learned how to find peace in danger, but we haven't learned necessarily how to receive the peace that's already here. That peace that's already here is much more you, but the big mistake we make is we think we are this small separate self that overcomes dangerous situations, but it doesn't know what to do in peaceful situations. It actually loses its job if it just receives the peace that's here. It's like inside of us is a little security guard, but a security guard is only looking for the bad guys and overlooking everyone who's fine. That's what our ego does. And then we create some mechanism of watch me achieve so that I'm something and then I don't have to look at those patterns anymore. But what we really have is I save myself in the circumstance to be safe when we don't realize we are safe. In other words, the undertone of this character is I'm not ever truly safe. I have to do things to be safe, but I'm actually not safe. And every time we create a circumstance to create safety, what we're really declaring is without this circumstance, I'm not safe. So you might go, I'm in a relationship, so I'm safe. But if they break up with me, now I'm not safe again. And you'll notice where the not safe is inside of your body. In other words, you do these things, and then under that is this danger. There's a sense of danger that we've held from our childhood. Well, this time in 2025 is about bringing out all the things that aren't true. And one of the things that's not true in you is the danger that you're holding in your body that's always there because we've had a character that does things on top of it. This doer, achiever, this moneymaker, this figure outer, the shutdowner, all these things, the people pleaser, are all doing this on a giant bed of false danger that's in the body. And a lot of people right now are losing these external things, and then the false danger is coming to light. And so a lot of people are finding no matter what they do, they're still feeling off. That's because this false danger, this false separate self, this false you that has to find peace so it doesn't feel this literal danger that's in your stomach or in your legs, this energy can finally come to light because that danger isn't the truth. The truth is, overall, you're not in that much danger. And when you actually are in a true fight or flight situation, your body will know what to do. It'll know when you're driving on the freeway and you turn away and the car in front of you brakes, you'll know how to instantly stop. But imagine if you spent a month anticipating that. Imagine if you knew that was coming and wasted a month just anticipating, will I be able to stop when that car stops in front of me? You might not even be able to do it because you might disable it with your mind. Your mind doesn't need to get in the way of the fact that your body already knows how to save your life. And so if you release that need to constantly anticipate danger and fix it, then the danger that's inside of you can finally come to light. And more, you'll merge with the peace that's here. And the more you receive that everything's okay in moments that everything is okay, which is almost all of the time, the more you'll feel more peace. But the more you feel true peace, the more the false danger will come to light. So you'll realize I'm not actually in danger, yet I feel danger. That's because we haven't processed all of our childhood. We haven't processed the mechanism we created to protect ourselves from that childhood. And so we walk around like these protective mechanism children at 50 years old. But now what's happening is the false wave of danger is ready to come out. And so March is going to bring up a lot of that. And our job is to create a space of expansion by connecting to the peace and the safety that we truly are. This space in the room is more you than that small doer that does things to prevent the danger that you're trying to not look at in your own body. You don't have to run away from that danger. You don't need addictions to distract from that danger. Instead, what we do is we receive the peace that's here, and you'll notice that the mind might panic. Just keep being present for it, because this space of safety is what you are. And the more that we receive the peace as we feel it, the more that we receive the safety as we feel it, the more the danger in the body can leave. Ironically, the danger needed the safety of the now to come to light and to come out. It's actually scared of the safety because it will die. And you'll realize this space that's here, that's actually you, and you're finally home. This year is the year we're going to start to finally go back to our home, which is the all that isness, and stop being a protective childhood as a grown-up. We receive the space that's here and we receive the peace that's here. And it might be really rocky because we've identified so much as the protector of the danger that's in our body. But the more we receive the peace that's here and feel and go through kind of experiencing darkness while being the safety for that darkness, the freer we're going to feel and the more different the world will look. The world will change the more we receive the peace that's here. So this is a really, really exciting time that almost always people look at as a very scary, dark, terrible time. But that's only because you're identified as the one that saves himself or herself from danger. It's very scary to the small self because the small self is dying. It's dissolving. It isn't you. And we are grateful to that small self for protecting us all the way up until now when we had less awareness than we have now. But in this time, we have so much more awareness and we're getting to the truth of what we are. And we start to realize, man, there's a real reason I was on this planet. It's so much more than achieving and getting the job and retiring. It's finding what we truly are. It's merging into this oneness. It's the goodbye to the protective mechanism that you don't need to say hello to the protective mechanism that already exists within your body and will save you in those very, very rare times of danger. So instead of living a life where 90% of the day you feel that you're in danger and come up with a life-saving mechanism and then keep feeding that danger with the screen and addictions, instead, we now move into the magic of the peace that's here. This is such a great time, but we have to open our hearts. We have to surrender to God. We have to ask God to take over. We merge with the now. And that's what's going on in this time. We're getting to the truth of what we are. And March is the absolute speeding up. So when you feel danger showing up in your body, get present, get grateful, and know that it's coming up because it's coming out. That's what's going on in March. The false danger that's stored in your body is ready to come out. So we got to become really receptive to the now and become the most loving space ever for it and finally be the parent that we never had for the kid that needed it. Thanks so much.